All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the recordings of the article, the main article from The Economist. And The Economist word of the year of 2025 is slop. Yeah, I just gave you the answer. That's the word. It's a very unappetizing. What does it mean by unappetizing? We are not willing to eat it, right? It's a very unappetizing word or symbol of a messy year. Okay, so maybe they have made this soup to represent slop. But usually we had tomato soup with alphabet's pasta. Okay, so this is something that a lot of people don't like to eat. And talking about image, for students who attend IB schools, you need to do poster analysis, also as well as image analysis. For the students who go to AP schools, you need to do this kind of analysis once you go to high school. What I mean by this is that for 입시 or for better university, you need to take high-level English courses and also get high grade in those classes, or you need to take TOEFL test and get exceedingly high grade, or just get full score for SAT English. Don't raise your hand. One. What?
It says SLOP on the bottom of the bowl.
Slop. Yeah. So? Good job. You have noticed it. Good job. So yeah, noticing it and also telling those things also in your analysis would be very helpful. Anyways, going to the article, picking a word for the year is not easy. That's the first sentence. Is it a good hook?
No.
It's actually a nice hook. So a good essay doesn't necessarily need a hooky hook.
What's a hooky hook?
A hook that requires either weird question or metaphor or anything.
You call that hooky hook?
In the past, the American Dialect Society has gone with tender age shelters in 2028 and USSI in 2022, and the Oxford English Dictionary (OED) has caused conniption by opting for things like youthquake and goblin mode. If you cannot remember why those terms were the big that year, that's the point. What's the point? That it doesn't represent the year. The exercise, what is the exercise? Picking a word, is not straightforward one. Sometimes a single suitable word is not at hand, so a phrase is chosen instead. Other times, the word simply seems jarring. Middle-aged lexicographer. What is a lexicographer? Lexicographer are people who edit 그거 뭐냐? The dictionary. Yeah, dictionary. So lexicographers are the one who edit dictionaries, are often tempted to crown a bit of youth slang. So they're middle-aged, so they want to crown or use youth slang. But such terms are transient and sound out of date before the press release is published. So imagine dictionaries adding 6, 7 after a few years. What would you feel? The Economist choice for 2025 is a single word. That's a good thing. It is representative. That's also a good thing. If not a whole year, at least of much of the feeling living in this year. It is not a new word, but it is being used in a new way. You may like it, you may not like it, but you're living it. You're living with it. And it is probably here to stay. But first, a few subcategory winners. The clear winner for foreign word of the year is nominated by several of our China correspondents, were Nujuan. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Nujuan. It's Chinese, not Spanish. It's a Mandarin for involution. What does it mean by involution? So we're going to read further. It describes an increasingly cutthroat competition between businesses. So it's a cutthroat competition. throat cutting competition. So it doesn't mean it's very harsh competition or not harsh competition. Yeah. So for example, they had electric vehicles in China. Companies were competing too much that they actually lower their prices until they cannot handle it anymore. Only looking for Chinese government's 보조금 funding. But Chinese government said the 보조금 is over, but the companies thought, oh, maybe they're going to increase the funding or whatever. So they did continue the competition. But the Chinese government didn't really fund. So that's why it all crashed. Literally says here, such as those that made electric vehicles despite the diminishing returns. So the returns, the profit is diminishing, and they're still investing in electric vehicles. It has also become the term or a term used by workers to refer to sense of running even faster. So they're running faster than any time of the moment on a treadmill. What is a treadmill? The one that hamsters run on, right? To go nowhere. Oh, treadmill. Okay.
Isn't treadmill like the running?
The running machine thing. Yeah. Yeah. But they're running ever faster than any time of their life, but they're going nowhere. Finance is a good place to look for words on the year because trend moves fast. And it denies in like a neologism. And neologism is more like you're looking back in the past and feeling like, oh, I know that, and thinking of the past. 회상까지는 아니에요. 정확한 뜻이 뭐지? Neologism. So I'm going to go ahead and Google search. Neologism. Newly coined word or expression. Okay, I was wrong. So neologism is a new word. Okay? So neologism is a new word. Taco is that this year's favorite. Coin means it has came from. The word is made from or made by Robert Armstrong, a journalist at the Financial Times. It stands for Trump always chickens out. So do you remember the times when Trump was saying that tariffs, and then they suddenly go say no tariff, and then more tariff, and then no tariff. Yeah, that's it. And points to many tariff fights Donald Trump has picked and then backed down from. Another strong contender was the debasement trade. Do you know what debasement trade is? So debasement trade is basically you're not investing in dollars or anything, but investing in something more safe, something safer like gold, okay? Like materials. In recent months, investors has been buying up assets such as gold, as they are worried that overspending the government is overspending, are going to destroy the value of their currencies and other assets linked to those currencies. Okay? There were plenty of slang options too. Dictionary.com has chosen 6-7, read as 6-7. Ubiquitous means it's everywhere. A bit of youth speak that. As the lexicographers, the dictionary editors, there admit has no fixed meaning. Instead, it has all the hallmarks of being brain rot. And brain rot is a term that Oxford Dictionary has made its word for the year in 2024. Brain rot is defined as a state caused by overconsumption of mindlessly entertaining junks, particularly online. The term is also applied to junk, causing the mental decline. Okay? Because you guys are rotten brains. Readers should prepare themselves. They will probably experience brain rot more often thanks to our word of the year. Our pick, Rise, was spurred by OpenAI's release of Sora. Do you know what Sora is? Sora is an AI. It's an AI platform that can create videos based on a prompt. Suddenly, social media feeds were filled with such clips, a term that started circulating in the early years of generative AI, now everywhere, slop. The word, of course, is far from new. The OED's first citation is from the 15th century. Its meaning has evolved from mud and slush through a weak liquid used in a poorly nourishing food to any kind of food scraps to nonsense or rubbish. Now, slops are used to describe the AI generated nonsenses. Okay? Slop merchants clog up the internet with the drivel. Enter a health question on Google and see how many of the top results and brand new web pages with AI written prose. Or scroll through Instagram and see how long it takes to come across a video that is made up with fake clips and an AI voiceover. Right. Or head to X, a Twitter, and see if you can distinguish real MAGA accounts. MAGA is Make America Great Again accounts, which is Trump supporter, okay, from those that were revealed by the new account about this account feature to be slop shops in Pakistan, Nigeria, or Thailand. So these accounts were actually fake accounts made using AI videos. It is distressing to imagine a world drowning in slop. So think about the positives. If the news ecosystem is sodden with slop, if there's too many slops in the news ecosystem, trust in established organizations, so these places will rebound. So trust will rebound in these places. That's what it says. Trust in established organizations might rebound, like the Economist, New York Times, or whatever. Research has found that after being asked to distinguish AI photographs from real ones, test subjects show a greater willingness to pay for a respectable newspaper because they cannot trust themselves if they can acknowledge if it's AI or not. If social media sites become congested with slop, either those platforms will have to get serious about content moderation, or else their users will shut them off. So what's about to happen? So established organizations will increase their trust, or their trust will rebound, or social media sites have to get serious about content moderation, or else the users are going to leave them. A case then for optimism. So that's a new word. Optimism.
Very funny.
So the new word is, the word of the year is slop. Do you think that's a good choice of word?
No.
It represents the whole year. Messy, unappetizing, mush. But the AI contents are not that mushy. They're usually made with delicate videos.
It's about Stephen Hawking's like racing in F1.
Okay, so that's it for the recordings.